Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be playing a video of classic Thierry Henry. Classic Thierry Henry supporting Arsenal like a legend should. And minus the fact that Thierry Henry is an Arsenal supporter, he is somebody that stays true to the analysis of the game. Thierry Henry doesn't do they say whatever rubbish like what Mikel Obi has done. So I'm going to go into the conversation proper. I'm going to be playing this video for you of Thierry Henry at the CBS studio during the Champions League encounter between Bayern Leverkusen versus Arsenal, where Arsenal drew 1-1. So let me play it for you and we'll pick up the conversation from there.
This is the first time they drop any points, Thierry.
Games away from home in Champions League are always difficult. I said it and I will say it again. I do think that still Arsenal will go through. It will be a different game at the Emirates. I don't think Arsenal were good tonight, but they managed to bring a draw back to the Emirates, and that's one of the things I would say about Arsenal. That back in the days, people were saying that Arsenal cannot win ugly, that they cannot bring a game back or try to man versus boys. You can't.
How difficult is this? If you watched Arsenal back in the days, you will understand perfectly what Thierry Henry is saying. Then Arsenal, we have the ball possession, 75 ball possession. The opponent, we have 25% ball possession. Arsenal lost. Chelsea 1-0. Chelsea 1, Arsenal 0. Right? Arsenal have the most classy type of football. But then Drogba will bully, Sandros. Boom, go. Arsenal lost. At the end of the season, Chelsea picks up the EPL, Manchester United picks up the FA Cup, or whoever wins whatever, then Arsenal is left with nothing but beautiful football. So Thierry Henry is saying it here right now that the boys have matured to a stage where that they just want to win games anyhow it comes. Anyway, anyhow it comes. It is very, very, very simple.
Defend the lead, you can't defend anything, you always get bullied. Now Arsenal are pretty good at that, and people are not happy that they're good at that now because they went away from maybe the way we used to play. I'm talking about how they used to play also.
That exactly is what I just described. That exactly is what I just described. That people want us now to play in a certain way, but not to get the result, but they want us now to play in a certain way. It's not going to be possible. You can only have one. It is either Arsenal is winning the title or Arsenal is entertaining you. Arsenal has gone to a stage now that it doesn't want to entertain anymore. It only wants to win titles.
3 to 4 years ago. So I said it before, and I will say it again, and we were saying it in a green room. You don't have to like how Arsenal play, but you can surely respect it.
I mean, come on, Mikel Obi. You can simply Arsenal is playing, but you can simply respect it. You can respect, the way Arsenal plays, right? But you don't have to like the football club. Thierry Henry doesn't like so many clubs. He's an advent Arsenal supporter. But he goes on with the analysis of the game. He goes on with the flow of the game. He doesn't, because he doesn't like Chelsea, for example, say a lot of rubbish about Chelsea. And even Carragher that used to be like that before, is beginning to now reinvent himself in this journalism and in this punditry. Now Carragher is beginning to redefine himself. He's beginning to bring out a proper analysis rather than having to go with what the media is saying or perhaps what is trending on social media. We need classical analysis. We need classical analysis.
You understand what I mean? It's not about it's not about what you like or what I like.
Oracle again, is that it?
I'm just saying that doesn't mean
you don't have to like it.
Exactly.
But listen, I'm not saying that Arsenal will win the Champions League. I'm not saying that Arsenal, and you know where I stand, that are going to win the league. I'm just saying that they were a team that people used to call them on something that it looks like that they couldn't do. Now they master it, and they still didn't go over the line.
Are you not proud of Thierry Henry? External fans watching, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan. Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, Tottenham, whatever fan. Are you not proud to have Thierry Henry as your ambassador? See proper analysis of the situation. See calmness, see understanding. See the angle with which it's coming from. Understand his point. Are you not proud to have somebody like, Thierry as your legend? As to what John Obi Mikel is saying.
Fine, hear me well. But now people are complaining that they find a way to win games.
We're all bored.
No, that isn't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, again, Rosinho likes to play that way. It's not your team. This is my team, actually, when we talk about Arsenal. But is it what I like to see? It's not an issue. You know, Simeone and Jose Mourinho used to be praised for playing a certain way. You don't.
Simeone, Jose Mourinho. Let's even focus on Jose Mourinho, because Jose Mourinho, won titles playing with a certain style. Now, Mikel Arteta, is on the verge of winning titles, and he's being crucified for doing the right things that he should be doing at Arsenal. So all of a sudden, people that were saying Arsenal are not playing well are all of a sudden interested in the way Arsenal is playing fine football rather than what Arsenal would be winning. So Arsenal fans, you have to be careful. You have to open your head. You have to open your heart. You have to really understand what is going on. There is a proper media bias against our club. There is a proper media bias against our club. And these guys are coming out one by one, not using logic, but using hatred to analyze the situations.
Don't always have to control the game being in possession. You can control the game in many ways in football. And they did find a way. And yes, again, I repeat, Arsenal were not good today. But they managed to find a way to bring something back home.
Exactly.
And again, let's see what's going to happen towards the end of the season if we can celebrate something.
I think a really interesting thing here for the Premier League is if City we look like go out, Arsenal I think will go through. How much of an impact this has on the Premier League, because I think Arsenal should get to at least the semi-finals. That could have a bearing in the Premier League.
You see that point Carragher made there is a very valid point. And what Carragher is simply saying is that, of course, we know what happened in the Champions League, that, Manchester City has a 3-0 deficit already. Okay. And so Carragher is saying, because I told you Carragher now has all of a sudden started, doing proper analysis with sense. Now he's saying that what if, Manchester City are out of the are out of the Champions League, that they would now have the opportunity to focus solely on the EPL, and probably that would give us now, some bleeding, because of course, they will have all of their guns, focusing on the EPL. So guys, I really want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your comment. Remember to share this video. Remember to like. Remember to share. Remember to follow or subscribe to the channel, whichever one, depending on where you're watching. So it is very, very important. Let's have a conversation, please.